Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition Awakening on the Mysterious JG. Save is completed. Things are going pretty good against the Oda everywhere except for uh, in the mountain pass between Gujo Hachiman and Sakurabora, where it looks like Kenshin, well, we're going to have him outnumbered again. We certainly got more units than he's got in his army. But we got some units that are going to get defeated. Part of it is probably that they're all running out of food, too. Nobunaga himself. Let me get the camera in close. Yeah, here's part of the problem, is that we don't have all of our forces to bear. I don't think I realized how many forces I've got coming in here. It's just that I can't bring them all to bear at once in this valley. So we do kind of got to get Froxus out of there. We have taken Daishoji Castle.
Scatter the enemy soldiers.
Ohara Tribe Toyo's Unitao weak.
Success.
And it might be time to actually slow down the pace of this for the time being. Now we've got All Dragon in there with a few more troops backing him up. Froxus took the first crack and had to retreat. Between JG Mystery and Kagehiro Kitajo, I do think we're going to be able to beat Nobunaga here. But we've got a lot of troops that came that way that were just about out of food. So that was my brilliant strategy at work. Daishoji? He was in the middle of something. Yeah, I put him on territorial problem duty. And for that reason, and that reason alone, Tokuhime is actually going to take over this castle. She's also on territorial problem duty. This guy's going to take over. He's pretty uninspiring, but...
I have never known such joy.
Samurai leaders are higher than infantry leaders, right? I think so, yeah. I don't have much to say. Well, why don't you say something useful, you jerk? Okay, we got lots of attendant infantry leaders. Front line's a perfect place to demonstrate. Yeah, get in there and do something. This guy actually seems to want to be there.
I'm in your debt.
Please, Yepso must post me there. Alright, so I'll put people there who actually seem like they want to be there. You're a infantry leader. Okay, yeah. Samurai leaders I gotta hold to be the lords of these castles as we take them over.
I'm deeply grateful.
Masatsugu Sunny Ono is going to be in this castle. So there we go. And we're pincering... I don't know who that officer is. But we got him pincered. Yeah, I mean, I guess I should have thought about this. Having Kenshin in the valley there would have been good, because I could manually control a bunch of the big battles. I kind of always knew that the biggest fighting was going to be around Kyosu and Gifu. But it's also just not where he was positioned. entire nation will know the fearsome power of Bobo's cavalry. My apologies.
Who's next?
That's not the question. The question is who's next.
Raise your spirits and heed the call of war. Scatter the enemy soldiers.
There's no longer an enemy threatened Daishoji Castle. Mitsuhide the next course of action. Oh. Oops.
Begin grouping.
That was a mistake on my part. I just left these guys hanging out. Oh boy, I messed up with these timings of these attacks.
Quite. Return to the castle.
At once. We'll return to the castle.
Seize the castle.
It's to be a field battle. Take formation.
Seems to be an open country. Luckily, I know some people who have time. Well, what are you talking about? I guess there's somewhere out there, because we did have some officers croak. I think there's just someplace out here that doesn't have a ruler as a result. And I guess the castle list. Here we go. Oh, this makes it easier. Katajo Castle, I guess.
I have never known such joy.
Just looking for places that are missing, dudes. March is underway in these places. 82 officers in Kusayagama. 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 Kasugayama. I think it's Kasugayama. I think I've been calling it wrong this whole time. Alright, Torigo Castle. You need to, like, fall here soon.
Commencing assault on the castle.
Raise your spirits and heed the call of
Oh, here we
war.
go. Now we're going to have a nice big fight up here. I will have victory the next time we meet. To evade us now. Such a cunning tactic.
Battle is beginning. Be ready. I await your command.
Why don't we get you out of here? It looks like you're a little outnumbered. This isn't going as well as I might have hoped. They really are pulling everything against us, which you, of course you'd expect, but
I apologize. Truly.
We've driven them off together.
can't stand the sight of you. Koroku Hachisuka's unit be gone.
Enemy officer.
Cut down
is
the enemy
local.
officer. Okay. Hitamura Hori has fallen in battle. Various soldiers. Yeah, we got all sorts of units that are running out of supplies because I'm stupid.
Their castle shall be ours ere long.
And Uncle Baldo can lead a massive army out of here because we held this
Let's seize the castle.
all in reserve. Red Cavalry's prepared to fight to the death. Yeah, that's actually going to be a really elite army, too. Kagatora's out of food. That's part of the problem. I've just got all these troops fighting that are, like, out of food. We're about to win this one, and then all those guys can kind of retreat.
They are now nothing but dust.
Iwamura Castle is under our control. This planet now belongs to Galactus.
We captured their officer alive.
We captured an officer. I've got to decide what to do with him. See if we can get some info. We have this guy. This guy's had a rough life. He's 37, and look at him. He served Tatsuoka Saito and Hideyoshi Toyotomi, attacking the Azai and Harima Miki Castle. After the siege of Odawara, he became lord of Kofu Castle. And his stats are garbage. He will not join us. And Takamasa Hatakayama, who was governor of Kawachi, son of Masakuni. He was constantly fighting for the Miyoshi. Nobunaga gave him a portion of Kawachi, but he fled to Ki after defeat by his retainer, Nobunori Yusa. His stats are also not that amazing. But he will join us. This guy will not. And that's okay. We're going to release him and let him love again. Now, do either of these units have any food left? No. Because I'm bad at video games. We are going to retreat
Returning to the castle.
and hope that this castle isn't immediately attacked.
Give my sincerest thanks.
Tokuhime will be in charge. I never dreamed of a place like Tamoke.
I'm deeply grateful.
Well, prepare to have something even better than your dreams, buddy.
I couldn't dream of a happiness greater than this.
I'm deeply grateful.
Hopefully this place will have a chance to get some kind of troop count going before position of the front lines is suitable to warriors such as myself. Cool.
You have my thanks.
I would love to be put. Oh, Hattori Hanzo. Well,
I have never known
Sure.
such joy.
we can let Hattori Hanzo take over here and hope that the place actually gets some troops before it's too late. It's another situation where we've got units that are out of food. So they're going to get defeated probably. They got clustered together and they're getting pincered. They're getting attacked by a bunch of tribes. They really don't seem to want us to get Gujo Hachiman. Oh, Nobunaga didn't actually get defeated. He just kind of backed off.
It's to be a field battle. Take formation.
Is this all I had in?
So JG Mystery's gonna retreat because he's out of food because I'm bad.
At once. Everyone, fall back to the castle.
But Kagehiro Katajo may as well press forward. I don't think we're getting Gujo
The
Hachiman.
castle shall be ours ere long.
So we're gonna have gains. We're gonna have a lot of gains in the north. Looks like we're gonna get a few gains in the south. There's just a big fucking crazy battle is gonna go on over here over Kaneyama. And here I've got troops that are not. They don't have a lot of provisions, but they have enough to like see through this fight. And I've got to try to take something out of the fact that
Your orders, if you please.
the
We'll storm
I have to try to take something from the fact that like I already got cities that are positioned so that they're going to grow really quickly. So will the Odas.
Raise your spirits and heed the call of war.
We cannot fight further. Uh-oh, that's not good. I was really hoping Bobo would be able to pull off a victory. Yeah, more units that are just out of food. Shingen will be able to get something done, I
Await
hope.
your command. We'll storm the castle.
Yeah, just don't try to march. Yeah, I needed to do a lot more supply bases, or I needed to not even try to use troops that far away from the front. Seem to have fallen ill. Loyalty is well appreciated. By the Emperor's will, I grant you the post of Dynagon. Wow, it's like Defenders of Dynatron City meets Amagon. I don't know what it means.
They are now nothing but dust.
I can't stand the sight of you, Kurasada. Kushushi Hashi's unit begone.
The enemy has turned tail.
Yoshinari Mori's unit, how weak.
Time take the castle.
Well, they're redirecting soldier assistance. It's the shortest supplies at Tuishi Castle.
I'm confident I
Yes, you guys can help with this. Shortage of races. Anto Castle. You can certainly take care of that. Someone by the name of Takanobu Nanjo visited. Wants to serve the Dynagon. His stats are above average. He's above average for Mike Sanders. He's Osaka retainer, Lord of Nakanida Castle. During the Osaka clan rebellion, he successfully defended his castle against Masamune Tate's attack. One of the greatest Sasaki generals. Let's bring him on board.
I shall stake my life following.
Runner by the name of Noriyasu Hanma was impressed by our momentum and reached out to us. Perhaps you should meet him. He appears willing to accept a position. His stats are pretty mediocre, but he's got a great hat. He's of a powerful Sato family. He relocated and whatever. Oh wait, hold on. The last bit mentioned the that last little bit mentioned the Uesugi. Sato been folded into the Uesugi territory. It looks like he retreated away from serving the Uesugi in real history. Commerce improvement clan targets are almost met. Trying to keep attendance free. That's a lot of labor, but you know what? Let's just get this place. Let's get Daishoji like producing, like just get its food like fully maxed out immediately. Why not? Although actually, I probably should have done that at 31 more instead. Oh well, Tokuhime will straighten all that out, I'm sure. Yeah, they're just going to get defeated, aren't they? Otsuya lady. Interesting. He successfully incited a revolt at Gujo Hachiman Castle. It'll take a while for them to put it down. We should take this chance to march. I don't really know how much that helps us, because their troops are already out there. Katsui Shibata, the Lord of Narumi Castle, has taken a wound. He won't be able to move as he pleases for some time. Alas, I didn't think we'd be caught off guard. This must be Ana Takatatsu's doing. The Uesugi would use such underhanded tactics. Oh man, somebody mentioned how they're tired of hearing about samurai honor in the narrative, and then I neglected to go look up their comments. So Zerfall will get there and probably be the one that puts us over the top as far as taking over Torogoe Castle. Although now Nobunaga is personally riding up there. No, that's Mitsuhide. We're not getting... What I was hoping to get was a nice big battle with huge implications for authority with Kenshin. But the Oda have not given us that. And that's... Actually, I don't know if you can say the AI is being intentional about it, but that's pretty wise. Like, I could have done some real damage if like a major Oda force marched up here and we beat them in a manually controlled battle that involved our daimyo. We'd be doing much better than we are. As it is, it really feels like we're throwing men into the meat grinder and we're making pretty limited progress.
The enemy officer is dead.
Oh, who did you kill? Tadatsugu Ina. All Dragons unit is running out of supplies. Because I'm not good at this game. Let's see if we can get him out of here.
We'll return to the castle.
Just try to cover his retreat if you can.
It's to be a field battle. Take formation.
Is this all I had in?
The disgrace stays, but we must retreat.
All right, so I think we've covered... Well, all Dragon's unit's going to run out of food on the way back, but that means they're going to disperse, not starve to death. That is an important distinction. When you have troops that are marching and they run out of food, they don't instantly die, they desert. Which effectively... That has the same effect on you overall, that you don't have the troops to use, but it feels like, oh yeah, it's a logistical problem, like your freaking troops are abandoning because you're not feeding them. It makes complete sense. But it's not like we just had like 20,000 troops just all drop dead instantly the minute that they don't have food. God, it's taking so freaking long to take us. Okay, here we go.
We move to storm the castle. Go, the lot of
All right, we can end this video with a nice. You want to buy treasure? I mean, I got 142K, I guess, in the bank. Let's buy one treasure. And, ooh, we could buy a lot of supplies. Let's not do that right now. I just got myself completely turned around here. Let's,
The matter is safe in my hands.
trying to get these places to be producing troops pretty quickly.
At once.
All right.
We'll return.
Get out of here. Oh, and they're going back to Sakurabora. That's good. That means Sakurabora won't be completely defenseless. But the thing to do now, and maybe this one... Oh, let's hope we actually get some authority out of this. No authority. Is there any chance there's more troops on the way? Yeah, alright. Let's see if we can get more troops to come up.
Try again.
Can't stand the sight of you, Mitsuhide Akechi's unit. Be gone. Alright.
No chance.
Can't stand the sight of you, Masashisha Sakai's unit. Be gone. No, boo. I want to have a bunch of units there when we start the manual fight. But, pretty cool that Zerfall, Uncle Baldo, has defeated... he's got Toshi Mieda. He's got all sorts of playable Samurai Warriors characters coming to fight him. But he did personally defeat Mitsuhide, so that's kind of important. Mitsuhide is, as you might expect, he is a broken character in this game. Alright.
Prepare yourself.
The Oda clan's ninjas have targeted supplies. One unit, including Fall Uncle Baldozers, have suffered losses to their provisions. You guys just marched. You barely left your base. So they still have 101 days worth of provisions left. Alright. Authority, weak. I'll take it. Let's go. Let's get a battle where we actually win some authority here. We'll round out the uploads for this weekend with the Battle of Mikuni. We have a clear advantage, but it appears Naomasa Akai is on the battlefield. Do not let your guard down. Alright.
We have Fisher Mountain protection.
So let's be a little bit more strategic than I've been.
At once. We'll seize the
We're going to have Kenshin go up on his own to attack
Take control of the key point.
here. Because it's a pretty narrow... Well, no, hold on. There's an opportunity here for pincers. We're going up against Nene. You watch her whip. Now watch her nene. Kazamasu Takagawa, who, as you might expect, is a more brilliant commander than Nene, who is, despite being a beloved character in the Samurai Warriors franchise, is in fact, you know, the wife of Hideyoshi. She's not actually a kunoichi in history. She's not actually a commander of troops in any way. And this guy who is like a tribal dude, so he's going to be a jobber.
Your wish is my command. We're taking control of that key point.
We must make a move immediately.
Your orders, if you please.
Take control of the key points.
So they are actually, well, these guys are just kind of holding position, but...
Take control of the key points.
Alright, here they
Take
come.
control of the key points.
I don't think we're going to be able to do it so that,
We have the advantage.
I'd really have to go out of my way to give, Kenshin first blood. I'm not going to try. I'm
I
just
await
going
your
to...
command.
I'll make sure he defeats a unit before this is all over.
We must make a move immediately. At once, we'll attack the enemy. We'll drive them back.
Or maybe just seizing a key point will be enough.
Cavalry,
So cavalry charge by Yodatada Suwa. And he'll get first blood as well. I don't know why he didn't get first blood already.
Quite. Soldiers, move now! Your wish is my command.
I await your command.
we'll seize the key point.
That tribe guy is in trouble.
We'll attack the enemy.
And I don't think you can capture him because he's not really an officer. That's good. Good stuff.
My tactics will
I guess
see
his
us
unit
through
does
this battle.
exist in that sense.
I will. Attack!
I await your command.
So we will set up a nice, oh, Nene versus Kenshin. I don't think this is going your way, Nene.
We shall rout those with no virtue in their hearts.
Although it is something that would happen in, like, I can see a Samurai Warriors rendition of the Battle of Tatorigawa where, like, Nene is a plot point when you're playing, if you're playing as the Uesugi, where she will appear in the main camp and ambush and murder Kenshin unless you can stop her because, like, you know, ninja.
I shall crush the enemy in the
Oh, I guess that
palm of my
was an
hand.
officer. I thought that was like a Torio guy.
Muskets, forward!
At once. We'll attack the enemy.
Come on, keep pulling back, keep pulling back, keep pulling back. Now,
The enemy will soon lie broken.
we'll confront them. And I'm not going to try to pincer Nene because I want to make sure that... Can I continue to fight? Yeah, going to make sure that... he gets credit for the victory here. It would be nice to capture Nene. Well, we just won the battle, so never mind. So we're not capturing Nene. We'll watch her escape. We'll watch her Nene. Superior victory.
No one who can stop us.
Certainly not Hideyoshi's wife, who is not actually a ninja. Pretty impressive. 808 soldiers lost to 6,462. That went our way. We got 164 honor. It said we were 4 short of leveling up. I don't know if it's a 1-to-1 points between those screens. But we finally got some damn authority out of one of these victories.
Storm of my resolve will sweep over the land.
The land. We have been destroyed. We cannot afford to keep up the fight. I must reassert my authority over my domain to keep anyone from defecting, or perhaps I should consider defecting myself. Ooh.
What in the world?
The Uzuki clan defeated the Oda clan? Having fighters like this in Japan is both promising and distressing. The surrounding 4 counties have betrayed to join your clan. 2 of Oda's castles, including Ono Castle, have been agitated, rendering march unavailable. I was really hoping they would just straight up defect. Oda clan units in authority range have retreated. Relations with 6 clans, including the Ishiki clan, have improved. The Hori tribe's vassal degree has increased. Retainer officer loyalty has temporarily increased. All right. So you guys are still heading up for Asakura Castle. I still have units up here, including Narimori Nagano. See, this one hurts. 17,000 troops that we're just going to have to retreat. And it looks like that's Toshiya. For some reason, I thought it was Nobunaga. Nobunaga is trying to pursue... Yeah, like the closest thing they've got to any kind of win is in the, you know, fight between Gujo Hachiman and Sakura Bora. Does look like, man, they are sending a lot. They really don't want to give up Narumi Castle. But honestly, if all we take here is Narumi and then maybe Kanayama, although it looks like they're not going to let that one go easy either. But just taking these castles up here is a pretty major blow for them as well. And what I'm going to need to do is move some officers. Like, we're not as close to winning this game as I thought we were. I was envisioning this, like, huge rollover victory of the Oda. But it's just too difficult to effectively utilize the troops from all the way back here. So I think we're going to give a bunch of territory over to Lethal and to Shaman C. Is it Shaman C who's in charge over here? Yeah. I think we're going to give them some cities, and we're going to probably reorganize and put our main base farther west somewhere, and we're going to have more organized march next time. I'm not going to be able to... Like, I don't... Without putting a ton more supply bases and, like, letting the time pass to actually grow supplies, I don't feel like we got to a point where I could have brought those troops to bear any better. I think it's just that you just can't bring troops from that far away to bear, period. It's just not set up. I'm going to have to get to where the castles up on the border with the Oda are strong enough to bully the Oda. And that's one of the reasons why I like, you know, hey, I've talked about, oh, that little weird clan with a city called Takeda fell to the Mori. No, but I've talked a little bit about, like, well, let's get diplomatic relations going with the Mori and the Chosakabe to get them to attack the Oda. That only helps so much, because at the end of the day, the Oda will have to have officers back here fighting. I do have a lot of cities that, I mean, a lot of Oda units have been defeated in all this. I do have cities of the Oda that are, like, distressed and whatever, but yeah, like, pushing into this valley is just going to be hard. You got a bunch of tightly packed cities reinforcing each other. We're having more success up here, which is also, of course, where we had... It might be, actually, if we have to move our capital, because Kasugayama is too far away from the front lines. If we move the capital down to, like, Okazaki, and have, like, big armies coming out of, like, Hamamatsu and Sunpu, and even as far back as Tsuchigasaki, if I can keep this supply base here. If I can have, like, a bunch of really strong units marching out of here with Kenshin leading them and plowing into the heart of this, so that I get those manually controlled battles with the authority bonuses and shit, this is definitely can be done. But this first round, it's not gone as well as I would hope. I think that's pretty obvious. Let's start working on the Imperial Court again. Next official post is lower second class. Let us strive to attain it. It's getting more expensive to keep these this stuff going too.
I I shall do all
But our
that I
prestige is getting insanely high. And then the last thing to do in this video. 18 more? Didn't it say 4 more before? Did I misread it? Well, whatever. So our initial foray against the Oda has not gone as well as we might hope. But because I got all these units that are marching around that are almost out of food. But like, we'll lose 20,000 troops out of this, but we'll still have over 30,000 march around up here. Plus Mitsuhide, no, 30, 40. We're going to have about 50,000 troops with enough supplies to, like, we'll push down and take Ichiji Jojani. We're not actually, I think, going to take all the Asakura territory before the momentum runs out. But, like, they can't stop us in the north, even after I retreat the troops that are out of food. They really can't stop us in the north. So we're going to take this territory. Hopefully we don't lose Sakura Bora to some kind of counterattack. I think I've got enough troops that it's going to be really tough for them to push against Iwamura and reclaim it. The real mystery is how well we can do down here, because you got like tribe soldiers and shit. Shingen doesn't have a lot of days of food left. Kagakatsu does. But I think he's got enough food here, plus this unit. Like, I think we can push in and probably take... I mean, yeah, this is the big question mark. Because they're marching a lot of troops around here, trying to stop us from taking, like, Kanayama. And if they all come in here and fight, they can probably stop us from taking more than one city here. But even if we just take Narumi, and we've got troops near... Like, they, are the Oda immediately going to try to fight to get it back? Like, what's going to happen? But the overarching plan, I think, has to be, because I've seen that just like, yeah, we had 2-to-1 troop advantage overall, but we just can't bring troops from that far away into the fight. It just doesn't make sense logistically. So I think what we've got to do is reorganize, take some cities back here and just put them into those districts. In theory, we could build a district up here and just have it go to war with the Oda. Like, have a northern district that's at war with the Oda. But whatever we do, I think we need to put Okazaki as our new capital. Because it's got like 15,000 troops right now, right? As its max. Or would it be Hamamatsu be better? Like, we've got these cities here that have the potential to have huge troop counts. We take one of them and we make it our capital. And just march... This might be where it would be time to bring the Pahojo into the fold, because they're kind of... This is kind of the limit of how far back we can reach and have guys arrive. But, like, Satsuji Gasaki and Sunpu and Hamamatsu all marching up along with Okazaki. Just like a 5 or 6 really powerful units all in one army marching together here, and a manually controlled battle. That's what we got to be looking at. All right, folks, I've went long on this video. When we come back next time, hopefully I will get better at the game, because right now, the Oda, go figure, being a tough nut to crack. Thanks for watching.